Yo, what's poppin'? I'm your dude Hype. This is the Grizz exam. I need people to make noise one time, please. Yeah! I like that clap too. Yo, so what we got here is the first event of the evening. Battle to my right. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
It's your boy, Prison of Flesh, Punchline City. Let's go.
Make some noise.
Make some noise.
Make some noise.
Yeah. And you see on my left?
Ramses, soon to be known as Performance of the Night.
Yeah.
You know what it is. Make some noise, Grizz exam.
Yes, sir. All right, we flipped off Cam, Prison 1, so we're going to go ahead and have Ramses do this shit first.
Got the munchies to eat off these flows. I rough fools up trying to stop me, bro. Punches chip away teeth, lays them on sleep mode. Knuckles all red like my arms deep in a bag of hot Cheetos. You shoot for the stars when it comes to ops. Fist of Rocketeers, one punch you get launched. Uppercuts shoot you and your block like human space rock. Turn Jupiter to Pizza Planet Hell. Now it's covered in red spots.
Okay.
That was covered in red spots. I said, I'm trying to bring him back down to earth though. I'm tired of the weak comedy. The ha-has and he-he's his ego keeps gobbling. Too blind to see his commodities Dollar Tree cause he's awfully inflated like the economy. Shit's lighter than helium. Don't gas the cheap novelties like a party balloon passed out by a party clown that's cheap. Well, I need to bring him back down to earth so I guess the ground and pound can see to it. I'm UFCing him. Get the left or right hammered into you like the news media. I'm bringing him back down to earth. He thinks he can kill me. Motherfucker, you can't even kill yourself. He had a suicide attempt once. His father was awestruck, saying, God, what kind of Mexican are you? Get the job done. He's ready to die. Another day, another struggle, but there he lives with this wish to be a notorious bad boy, so he perseveres and lives. Well, I heard your song on suicidal thoughts. Trust me, you'll never be big. But in all seriousness, if you ever load a gun and you're about to do this shit, I want you to stop and remember where your heart is. I wouldn't want you to miss. Time.
Make some noise, y'all. Make some noise.
Bottom first.
Yo, if there's life after death, for you, I'm hoping limbo. You haven't awoken with info, you outspoken with Thindo. You look like you be smoking pretender. Nah. You look like you sold your kids Nintendo for some broken windows. Up in Cali, we supreme. Come and rally up your team. Up this alley is your dreams. I'll put your burial chamber in the valley of the queens. A suplex will leave a skeleton shifted. You ain't intelligent and gifted. You irrelevant, insufficient. Calls himself Ramses, but looking a little melanin deficient. Welcome to Battle Rap for Dummies. I could have swore Egypt in a place that was sunny. And y'all think he royalty? Looking this bummy, you're faker than the skin tone of Emotep from the Mummy. You're faker than the skin tone of Emotep from the Mummy. This shit isn't funny, and I don't mean to resume to offend you. He already looks pissed because I assumed his gender. So y'all shouldn't be surprised or very shocked when he tries to pistol whip me with the non-binary Glock. The nocturnal verbal infernal scorches whoever near it. Put your ear to his tombstone, I'll bet you'll forever hear it. Your boy's a clever spirit, but Prison got better lyrics. And after his body gone, I'm after his metaphysics. I'll knock him out his pair of socks for being a walking paradox. Gats raised him with a pair of pops. He non-binary cause he was raised by a pair of pops. And he ain't gotta worry about bills. Both of his pops got him. Without them, think Dwayne Johnson the way he hit rock bottom. I was raised amongst the dark, young and smart. His mama find her son in parks. Our love was like the Legend of Zelda from the start, cause I clapped cheeks like a boss and won the heart. My soul is dark, they call me the Hood Vader. I taught those humility, but they stood haters. His girl left him because she heard my wood greater, so I gave her the tip like a good waiter.
Let's go, baby!
I appreciate it. I hate when they don't check. All right, so
Top of the second.
round two. I said, how's it go? I said, he told Lil Spitz, he said he's like Lexington Steele. Let that marinate for a bit. I mean, he doesn't have enough melanin for that for real, am I right? He said he's like Lexington Steele. He'll pull out the magnums or he will spread his girl's cheeks like the Moses story. You're more like monkeypox. The thought of you killing someone, not alarming, and you get passed around in gay orgies. Gay orgies, man, those must be the rawest functions. Your pornos are directed by Jordan Peele, Monkey Paws Productions. But nah, he's got a hell of a body count, that shit's hella mean. What's the oldest chicken now, like 17? He faced time in the recent past, but collabed with R. Kells. He faced time in the recent past, but collabed with R. Kells. FaceTiming several little girls, he rapped and acted in the series Trapped in the Cell. Trapped in the Cell. I said, well, that's enough about you. I said, like Jay-Z, I'm a business, feel me? I grow green, your mom has company loyalty. She manscapes, assists me, waters me with slobbering, she groundskeep a Willie. You ain't home, you know we gon' roleplay, bro. She makes Joe for my #1 dad mug while I'm cozy in the Babe Road. When one day she couldn't wait for the bedroom. In the middle of the living room, I came loads. I felt grateful when she laid with my kids on the floor making snow angels. It's beautiful, it's like a stoplight. So much DNA. I said, your ancestral tree was rapey and never bought anything to eat. They nicknamed them prisoners of flesh because their spirit was weak. Your not-so-great-grandfather would stalk his prey, and when he got near, and turn around and say, you call that little thing a spear? That little thing is spear? I said, men would hunt, cheeks with tiger blood, battle scars they wouldn't dare patch up. And your gramps would be on rabbit duty and would come back all kinds of fucked up. That's like when you shoot your shot at groups and clubs and end up with shots in your mug. The snow bunnies call him Elmer Fudd. I set this up with Senna. I was like, it don't hurt you knowing how bad I'm gonna murk him. He said the Aztec in him urged him. The valley needs more rain. I must sacrifice a virgin. Time.
Make some noise, make some noise.
Yeah. First of all, you ain't no thug, and you ain't even kind of G.
Thanks.
Ramses, I drop plagues that'll put an end to your dynasty. Prison, the lyrical Nostradamus. I came to refute your strawmans. This pharaoh broke. Bury him with some soups and ramen. They put me versus Ramses, but we don't have a toot in common. They put us, but we don't have a toot in common.
It's deep going. It's deep, bro. I'm thinking about it.
But we don't have a toot in common. Time is ticking. I know you're trying to face that thought, but you don't want to race that clock. You kind of sound like Aesop Rock if you smoke bass, crack, and rock. This is your exodus. You about to get exiled for miles. You bite so con and now you think you wild with the styles. I'll probably accuse you, probably smile like a child. I guess Ramses like flowing down the Nile of the Nile. I'm savvy with song. Your squad won't be mad at me long when I cut your leader in half like a gravity bomb. Analyzer, turn and seize appetizers.
Let's go.
Talk to this, man.
Analyzer, turn and seize appetizers. You couldn't come clean if you jerked with sanitizer. I'm from the field. My resident evil, the hasty. I'm a fucking star, that's why a nemesis chase me. I maintain pain, leave a lame dazed. Or let the flame blaze, can't help my vein waves. Yankees memory card, when the game saves. Got your squad crowd surfing on my brain waves. Your baby mama passed her prime, but that ass is mine. She asked a 9, but I give that ass a 9. Let's pass the time. Tongue ring got a mouth to quit. About to spit was never supposed to amount to shit. When I faded off that moonshine, I stormed nights. But you can't even perform right. You couldn't handle this crown of thorn spikes. You was born light, born dyke, the corn type, to click the ads on the porn sites. Time.
Make some noise for prison, y'all.
Let's
go.
Last round on Ramses.
I'm parched.
He needs a drink.
Yo,
I know, bro.
I craft and mold till this math will flow. If it goes overhead, still has to hold as divinely masterful, as if I'm painting the Sistine Chapel like Michelangelo. But this ain't the Vatican though. But cats with spray cans in the crowd are moved. Also to channel holy powers too. They'll paint an angel with 3 halos. They're like, whoa, now that's new. It's an R.I.P. mural for when I 3-0'd his soul out the room. But this is like a Neanderthal cave wall artist whose paints are a mix of dirt clods, hot fat, and ox piss. I mean, awkwardly trying to smear me with all this bad content in a gallery with Doom's Decay and Little Spits, you know, some of his failed conquests. Now the scum of the continents think he's a gifted artist. Sharpies equipped, they mob the gas station stalls quick. 4s are slick, shards of shit, and piss isn't mopped yet. So when they go to leave their mark, they slip and botch. It all makes sense. They can't stop being moved by people who miss their targets. Prison of Flesh. Sounds like a cringy Hot Topic tee I want to rip into shreds. In his emo phase, his hood friends had a field day. They're like, are you crying, dog? He's like, nah, it's the Chile. What really ate his flesh was his mother's street cred. Men asked him, is your mom sore? That neighborhood whore would pull the crazy train. More memorable than Osborne's. More memorable than Osborne's. I said, prison of flesh. He'll take your bitch. He's infinitely pressed. Now you get why his head's all in a mess? Gangbanger's been poking his soft spot since he was in his mom's prison of flesh. Time. Motherfucker.
Make some noise.
Yeah.
That's real.
You look like a super trooper, but your palm's hairy. You look like the snozberries taste like snozberries. I bomb scary. And this shit you about to get really conquered. I'm like a mixture between Hector Salamanca and Willy Wonka. And I love this battle shit, but most of these beezies are divas. I drop more shit than Amber Heard after a cheesy gordita. You got the sleaziest features, it's too easy to feature. I be separating the ether from creatures reading the Bhagavad Gita. I bring dystopia to utopias. I'm a walking incarnation of all of your phobias. Let's talk about those pedo trips you take to Cambodia. You look like you own all 5 pieces to Exodia. The king of kings desire crowns. When he be on the block, he be wired down. I inspire town. Circus sack with tired clowns. Thought the earth was flat, so I hit him with the fire rounds. I'm clever, hated, leave you forever faded. Once I endeavor to sever what you created, those rap bars. Get your ego deflated. You look like a competitive vapor who never made it. But I'm a motherfucking beast. I'll be stacking menus. If any of y'all book Ramses after this, I'm clapping venues. That fucking tourist start clapping in you. I'll fuck his mom and his bitch. Then swap bodies like Captain Guinea. Oh. It's very dirty. It's Mr. Nasty time. Yeah. And yo. And then I'm out. Like Indiana Jones when he outfleed a trap. And just like the mummy you named after, this shit about to be a rap. Time.
Make some noise, y'all.
Thanks for going through in that short time, man.